Hey y'all, it's Sherry with Tinkerbell, where together you and I are making your home a sanctuary. And I am finishing up wrapping my gifts, and I wanted to give you guys some Tinkerbell tidbits on wrapping beautiful gifts that don't take a lot of time, don't take a whole lot of effort, but are really above and beyond what an ordinary gift looks like. But before I do that, let me tip my phone down just a little bit. Okay, let's see if that's better. Oh, that's much better for y'all. Okay, so I have wrapped the majority of my gifts, and I'll show you what some of them look like in a couple of minutes. I've got 2 left to wrap, and I'm gonna do that with you guys right now. So the first one that I'm gonna wrap is a nice, flat, basic box. And I have here a nice big sheet of wrapping paper. Now, let me tell you the first Tinkerbell tidbit that I have for making really beautiful gifts is good quality wrapping paper. Right now, all of the wrapping paper is on clearance at Michael's, at Hobby Lobby, if Joann Fabrics has any left. It is all on clearance right now. So now is a great time to get wrapping paper, not only for this year, but for next year, because that's what I normally do. I buy my gift wrap a year in advance. So that's my first Tinkerbell tidbit. Good quality wrapping paper at a discount. That's the first thing that you need. Then my next Tinkerbell tidbit is create a theme for your gift wrapping. So either get 2 or 3 coordinating, yet not necessarily matching gift wraps. So for example, maybe get a red and white stripe, maybe get a green and red and white polka dot, and then maybe get a solid green or a solid red, because they'll all coordinate together, but they won't all be the same. You definitely want some solid colors because it offsets the patterns. So I think sometimes people are upset or they're frustrated with their gift wrap and the way that their gifts look because they just buy a hodgepodge of wrapping and they don't really put a whole lot of thought into what they want their gifts to look like. So first Tinkerbell tidbit is good quality wrapping paper. Tissue paper, super thin gift wrap just does not work. It does not hold up and it tears. So that's Tinkerbell tidbit number 1. Number 2, create a theme. Coordinate. Get a scheme going, if you will. So for this year, my theme is silver, red, and white. Now let me tell y'all, I happen to be blessed enough that I was in the right place at the right time a couple of years ago at a major retailer, and they were cleaning out their back room, and they found this massive roll of gift wrap. I'm talking, that thing was probably about this big around. Like, it was so big around, I couldn't even carry it out to my car. I had to have somebody carry it out to my car for me. They found it in the depths of their stock room. They were cleaning it out before the holidays and before they started getting all of their holiday shipment. And I just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and they asked me if I wanted it. Hello, of course I wanted it, right? And it is super heavy, and it is a really pretty silver. Nice, basic, simple silver. So that is what I'm using this year for all of my gift wrap. So let's get started, shall we? And as you pop on, say hi so that I can talk to you as I'm doing this. Okay, so I have a massive sheet. The roll of gift wrap is too heavy for me to carry up the stairs into the room where I'm coming to y'all live. So I just cut off a couple of sheets of it and brought it upstairs. So this is way too big for this gift, but that's okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down this piece of wrapping paper so that it is a much more manageable size. All right. And I have a big trash bag next to me. All right, so that looks about right. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna measure one side. Some of this is pretty basic wrapping 101, so stick with me. I'll get to some more tips here shortly, okay? So that's good. And we want it wrapped tightly. So, right about here. Okay. So did you see how I made a little mark in where I wanted that gift wrap? I put just a little tiny indentation in it. Again, this is where good quality gift wrap comes into play, because if it was really thin, it would have already ripped. Now, if all that your budget can afford is really inexpensive gift wrap, that's okay. Just know that you're gonna have to go slower. You're gonna have to take a lot more time, and you're gonna need to be pretty gentle with some of these steps, okay? So now the next thing that I wanna do is I wanna cut down the ends, because I don't want 5 feet of gift wrap on either side of this gift. I want it to just be a nice fold and a nice crease. So I'm gonna cut this down. All right. It doesn't have to be exact and doesn't have to be perfectly straight, because here we go. So the first thing that you're gonna do after you've got your gift wrap cut down is get yourself a nice clean, crisp edge, okay? Okay. Now, let me tell y'all something. If you happen to cut this gift wrap too short and you end up with it like this, don't throw it out. Do you want to know what to do? Turn it diagonally on the piece of gift wrap and wrap the gift like this, and you'll still have more than enough paper. So if you accidentally cut it short, don't throw it out. Just turn the gift diagonal on the piece of wrapping paper, and you'll still have plenty of wrapping paper. There you go. Bet you didn't know that, did you? All right. And remember, as you guys pop on, say hi. I can see that some of you are on. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And don't forget, down in that lower left-hand corner, there's that little button that says S-H-A-R-E. Hit that button so that your friends and family can get all these great tips on gift wrapping too, would you? All right, so I'm doing the same thing on this side, giving myself a nice clean edge. Why? So that it doesn't matter how you cut it. Doesn't matter if your scissors are dull, doesn't matter if you don't cut it straight. When you give yourself that nice little crease, doesn't matter, right? Okay, so see, let me pull it this way. Now we're gonna tape this down. And I like to use, when I wrap gifts, I like to use Scotch brand, I know the writing is backwards, Scotch brand satin finish gift wrap tape, because the satin finish is not nearly as shiny and as obvious as the regular Scotch tape, so you don't see it quite as much, it disappears. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crease these edges so that we have a nice crisp line. Oh look, I have greenery. What a surprise, I have greenery and glitter everywhere at Shaving Daddy. Okay, all right. So now these ends are still a little bit longer than I would want them. See how much there is there? And when I start to fold it, it's gonna be a little too cumbersome. So I'm going to cut, I want about half of this. So I'm going to cut all the way around like this. It's not an exact science, but notice what I did not do. Notice I did not take the end and just smush it down and cut it off. Why? Because when you do that, you end up with all kinds of janky, kind of really uneven edges, and it's hard then to wrap. Okay, so now I'm going to crease right here. Okay? Watch what I do next. Very gently, I'm gonna push the wrapping paper up against the corner of the box, and I'm gonna take one finger and push it in the corner, and take the other hand and crease it, okay? So push one finger up against the corner and then gently crease it. That's gonna give you a nice sharp crease. Then run your hand along the bottom. Again, this is why heavier, a little bit better quality wrapping paper makes a better gift because it holds up better when you're doing this. Now, let me see if I can do this way. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fold this edge over just a little bit. And I'll turn it around and I'll do it again so you guys can still see. So I've got this nice sharp crisp line, and I have folded it over and I'm gonna crease it. Look at that, y'all. I haven't even used a piece of tape, because if you fold it well, you really should only need, unless it is a stubborn box, and we all have those stubborn boxes, right? Those boxes that don't really want to be wrapped and those boxes that don't really want to be dressed. Then you have a nice edge. So I'm going to do it again on this side. I'm going to cut this in about half. Not exact, but in about half. Because it's always easier to cut away than it is to add, right? Okay. Then I'm going to, I'll watch in the camera and show you this. I'm going to push this down. I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to make a nice tight fold, just like that. Hopefully that looks halfway decent on your end. See? And then fold this down, okay? Then take this one and do the very same thing with it. Okay, so yeah, just wanted to make sure what I was doing was correct. Okay, so now see how nice and crisp those lines are? And again, I haven't even used a piece of tape yet. And then we're gonna fold this down and we're going to pull this up over the edge. And bam! Now we're gonna use some tape to hold it all in place. So the only places that we have tape are on the bottom. Now, if you want, you can crease the top a little bit so that you get a little bit more definition in the actual box itself, okay? That's it. That's it. That's all you have to do to wrap. But you can see, look, even the back. I know there's a glare from the light, but even the back, it looks pretty, right? Which is what we want when we wrap gifts. The edges are nice and clean, and for the most part, they're even on both sides. See that? Do y'all see that? Nice and clean and tucked in and even, and there's not even a piece of tape holding them together. So now let's dress this one up. So again, my theme is silver and red and white. And I have a couple different kinds of ribbon. I have a big spool of plain red velvet ribbon. You can't go wrong with red velvet. And then I have some glittery candy cane ribbon. How cute is that, right? How cute is that? And then over here off to my left, I have a whole bag of embellishments, different kinds of berries and twigs and stuff like that. For gift tags, I got these adorable little hang tags at Michael's. I got a package of 20 of them. They are silver and white, so they're nice and elegant. I got them for, hold on, let me see the price, I got them, they were regularly $5 and they were, gosh, 60% off maybe? Anyway, I got them for just a couple of bucks. Hello, Angie. Hello from Mississippi. Hello from Georgia. I'm so glad you could join me tonight. We are wrapping presents. Okay, so I got these, excuse me. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write the recipient's name with a black Sharpie marker on the back. I do happen to have pretty nice handwriting. So if you don't have really good handwriting, you can use some stickers, right? Dollar Tree has those stickers, those letter stickers. You can use stickers to put their initials on them. If you saw one of my posts yesterday about gift wrap, we actually number all of the gifts for the kids. We've done it for years. That was Big Daddy's idea when all of the kids were home and they used to fight over who's got the bigger presents, who's got the most presents, right? All of those things that kids do at Christmas time. So he started numbering them when we wrapped them, and we did not put anything under the tree. We put all of our gifts under the tree when they went to bed before Santa came, and then Santa put his gifts under the tree. But even Santa numbered his gifts at our house because we wrote a letter to Santa and we told him what we were doing, and he thought it was so clever that when he brought gifts to the Norris household, he made sure he numbered the gifts too. So anyway, I've got these cute little hang tags, and I've got 2 different kinds of red ribbon and a whole bag of embellishments. So let me show you some different ideas for dressing up your gifts that don't take a whole lot of time. Okay, I have some that are already wrapped, and let me show you some of these ideas. So this one, I had a little bit of elastic cord, red elastic cord, left in my craft stash. I don't know where I got it from, either Michael's or Hobby Lobby, y'all. Sorry, I don't know where it came from, one of them. And then I used this velvet ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby to tie a knot. So all I did was tie a knot. I attached the hang tag and I hot glued a sprig of berries. Now this one will actually be for a family member that opens at our house, opens a gift at our house on Christmas morning. And you bet your sweet Bippy, I will be confiscating these berries back after the gift recipient opens their gift and oohs and ahs over it. These are going back in my craft stash. You better believe they are. Okay, this one is super easy, y'all. I took the red and white striped ribbon and I literally did a strip all the way across. It's taped right here. Ooh, you can see it right there in the light. See, you can see the tape right there. But this is why I love this satin finish wrapping tape instead of the regular wrapping tape. Because look, when you hold it up, it really honestly disappears. It's beautiful, beautiful tape. Durable, sturdy, has a nice stick to it. Just for the money, a really excellent wrapping tape. Okay, so I did a strip all the way around. Then I simply gathered the center of this and I tied it with the cord from the hang tag. Do you see that? How cute is that? And how easy is that, guys? Anybody can do this. Even your kids can do gift wrapping this way. Okay? This one, it doesn't get much more simple than this. A strip of red velvet ribbon and the hang tag is literally taped to the box. Now on this particular one, I'm going to write the gift recipient's name right down here. I did it on a couple of other ones that I gave to other people, and it does show up really well if you write the gift recipient's name right here with the black Sharpie marker. So this one, literally nothing. Again, you can see the tape. One piece of tape all the way across and a piece of red velvet ribbon and the hang tag. It's beautiful. Looks like $1 million, right guys? Didn't take me 5 minutes to do it. So then this one, I got a little bit fancier with, hey, Miss Barbara, Merry Christmas. We're wrapping presents over here at Tinkerbell. Okay, so this one, I did that same strip like I did for this one, okay? I did the same thing, wrapped a strip of the candy cane ribbon around it. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Guess where my scarf came from? Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. I have like 3 of them. They had all these super cute little Christmas scarves, and I love scarves. So Dollar Tree, check it out. I was there last week and they still had some. Okay, so this one I wrapped, again, a strip all the way around it, okay? Then I tied 2 knots, 2 different strips of candy cane ribbon. I tied 2 strips. I dovetailed these edges. I hot glued a few little berries to the center, and then the hang tag is right here for the gift recipient. So, doesn't get much easier than that, right? You guys, I apologize. I've still got a terrible cough. Okay, so let me show you some other ideas for embellishing your gifts. This is one of my favorites. I used to do this all the time as a child. Yeah, I always was kind of artsy and nerdy and wrapped the family gifts and did all that stuff. And this ribbon is a little wide, but doggone it, I'm gonna make it work. If you wrap this at an angle, you can come back up and catch the other edge. Now again, this one is a little wide, so it's gonna take some finagling, so give me just a second. There we go. See how I just did that? Want me to do that again for you? I'll show you again. So you start at the back, and this time, and I'm not gonna tape it down yet because I gotta kind of finagle the ribbon, right? So I'm gonna wrap it and look at that. How cute is that? How cute is that, guys? So now I'm gonna take, now that I know that I've got it where I want it, aren't my Christmas nails fun? It's the only time of the year that I don't have orange nails. Even the gals that did my nails was like, are you sure? You always have orange. And I'm like, it's Christmas, let's do Christmas ones. All right, so I am just using some tape to tape these. Can you guys see what I'm doing? To tape this ribbon to the back, okay? Again, 1 piece of tape, well, I actually did 2 to make sure it sticks a little bit better. And then I'm going to cut it off. So, how about that? What do you think? And all I did was wrap it around the corners. Now, we gotta finish it off. So I do want a hang tag, so I have a hang tag. And then I have all of this string that came with the hang tags. And I think, what do I have for goodies in here? Let's see what I have. Ooh, these sugar berries are pretty. Oh, aren't those pretty? Let's see. I think I like that. Now I got a sugar berry that doesn't have any sugar on it, so let's turn it this way. And again, These are gifts for recipients that are going to be opening these gifts at my house. So as soon as they open their gifts, these berries will be confiscated and I will put them back in my craft stash. Maybe it's tacky, but that's okay. They're kind of used to my quirky ways by now. And the majority of reactions I would get would be, you want these back, right? They kind of know me by now. Let's see, you need to make a decorative candy cane. They are cute. Oh yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Yes, I absolutely could do that. That's a great idea. I will have more gifts to wrap in a couple of days when Amazon brings more my way. So I will do that with those. Okay, so I think I like these berries. Can you guys see? I think I like these berries. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to tie this name tag to the berries like it's hanging off of the trees. Nobody else but me will probably get that. The rest of my family will probably be like, why is this name tag thing hanging off of these berries? Did you mean to do that? And I'll be like, yeah, it's like hanging off of a tree. And they'll go, okay. Because that's usually the reaction that I get at my house when I have creative genius. Everybody else goes, okay, whatever. I'm kind of used to it by now. All y'all who are creative, you know what I'm talking about, right? You get the same reactions from your family, don't you? Please say yes, you do, and make me feel better. Okay, so if I hang this off of here, let's see if I like that. Oh yeah, that is super cute. Okay, so I have my hot glue gun right next to me. And this table is bigger than the normal table that I use, so my hot glue gun is a ways away, plugged in a ways away. All right, so I put a whole dollop of hot glue, and I think I'm gonna tack the tag down just because I really don't want the tag like all over the place. Because then if the tag gets caught in another gift, then the berries and everything will go all over the place. You know what I mean? Okay. Get the hot glue strands off. Oh, that's so cute. So cute. So cute hanging off the berry tree. And again, for this one, I will just write the recipient's name right down here on the bottom. Thank you, Miss Barbara. I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas too. Okay, what do you guys think? Simple, easy, cute, right? All right, so I've got one more to wrap with you guys because I want to show you what to do when you have a really odd shaped gift and you just can't find the right size anything for it, okay? So I have this, and I know I don't normally wrap something in tissue paper before I wrap it, but the gift recipient is watching, the gift recipients will all watch this replay, so I don't want to give away the gift. But it is not a bottle of wine, so a wine bag, gift bag, doesn't fit this. I know, I've already tried. It is the right width, but it is not the right height. The height of a wine gift bag comes to about here. So I wrapped it in tissue again, so the gift recipient doesn't know what it is. Watch what I'm gonna do. I think this is going to rock y'all's world because I bet you have never thought about doing this with gift wrap before. So I'm cutting off this one edge because it looks like the roll of gift wrap that I got for free. It was probably dropped on a corner on an edge. And so the whole entire gift wrap roll has this right here. But again, hey, they gave it to me for free and it will probably last me 10 years. So I'm not complaining at all. Okay, so I'm gonna put this odd shaped gift in the center. And I'm really actually playing with this as I'm talking to y'all, because I don't know how I want to do this. So, what I initially was going to do was draw it up like this, which I still can do actually. All right, so I can still draw it up like this, okay? Grab all of the corners like this, all right? And then just start gathering it in. And you're literally going to scrunch it up like this. Now, you're gonna end up with some of these ripples. Don't worry, we're gonna address that and it's gonna be pretty, I promise, okay? I have never led you astray before, but this is a great way to wrap something that doesn't fit in anything else, because how do you wrap those, right? Now you can do this, or what you could do is you could roll it. You could have rolled it in the gift wrap and wrapped it that way. But I didn't really want to do that. So what I'm going to do, can you see what I'm doing? I am tucking in all of those edges. See? See this? I am folding it over and folding it over. I'm rolling it up so that it looks like this one. And I am tucking it in. There. Now, if these little poofy sides bother you, you can put a piece of tape there, and I might do that once I get it secured, just because under the tree with the rest of the gifts, this one might have a tendency to catch, and this one might have a tendency to catch. But here's what you're gonna do to secure it. You're gonna take a piece of tape and you are literally just going to tape around the neck. You're gonna get it as tight as you can, but it does not have to be perfect, because we're gonna make it beautiful here in just a moment. Okay, so I have the neck nice and tight, right? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple pieces of tape and I'm going to fold them over and I am going to tuck them in to these creases. And honestly, since I have my hot glue gun handy, I'm gonna put a dollop of hot glue on it. Whoops. All right. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I am going to, this one's really coming undone, as they sometimes do. So I'm just gonna put a dollop of hot glue over the whole thing. And then tap it down. Okay, so anywhere that you see an unfinished edge, just tuck it in and either put a dollop of hot glue or put a piece of tape. Okay, so see, we have this. And I really don't even mind the tissue paper hanging out from the top of it. Excuse me. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean up the edges of this. You can do a couple of things. Okay, so this, where's the top of it end? There. So what I am going to do is very carefully, so right here, I'm going to have some ends. That's okay. I am going to cut all of this excess off. Okay. So see, now I've got a much cleaner edge for the most part. It's okay if you have some uneven. Guys, gift wrapping doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. And the reason why this is leaning is because the tissue paper is uneven underneath of it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I like this side the best. This one, I'm going to take a big piece of candy cane ribbon. Because who doesn't love glittery candy cane ribbon, right? I am going to take a big piece of glittered candy cane ribbon and I am going to tie it and I'm going to tie it in a knot. I'll turn it around in just a sec so y'all can see what it looks like. All right. And now we're going to make it look pretty. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Let me see if I can do this towards you guys so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got these nice long tails, which is exactly what I want on this one. I'm gonna dovetail them. Do you guys know how to dovetail? Fold the ribbon in half and cut it at an angle. You gotta make sure you have sharp scissors though, otherwise you end up with a jagged dovetail. Nobody likes a jagged dovetail, right? All right, so fold it in half and cut it at an angle. Okay, so there I have my dovetails and my nice long ribbons. Now this one isn't as perfect and as beautiful and as Pinterest worthy as this one is, but I'm okay with that because my gift recipient will love it anyway. And I don't really have a whole lot of choices because there's literally nothing on the market that this particular gift would fit in. I looked everywhere. So we're improvising a little bit. Okay, so now I need my gift tag. Where's the string? There's the string. Excuse me. I am going to cut some of this. And we're going to attach the gift tag. Maybe we're going to attach the gift tag. Good Lord, I tied that knot so tight. I forgot I was going to have to get in here and get this little itty bitty piece of string underneath of it. I wasn't thinking when I did that, was I? See y'all, live TV, right? Live broadcasts, all kinds of things happen. All right, there we go. All right, so we got that threaded through. I'm going to, I'll do this sideways. I can't do it towards you because I can't see what I'm doing. But what I'm going to do is I want this tag to hang down. So, oh, that was lovely. So I'm going to tie it up here in a knot so that when I release it, it hangs down. Okay. Grab both ends, see? Then it hangs down. And I want the tied part to be up here with the other knot. Now, it's cute, just like this, but I don't like this empty space right here. So let me see what I have in my bag of goodies that we could put right there. This pine cone looks absolutely adorable right there in the center. So I'm gonna lay this down and I am going to put a whole bunch of hot glue on this pine cone. And then I'm gonna sit here for a minute and we'll hold it while it cools off and it sticks. Oh, that's so cute. And I'll just sit here for another minute. Let me see how that looks. All right. And there you go, guys. How cute is that? It took me, I don't know what, 5 minutes to wrap this gift. It is so much cuter than dropping it in a bag that it wouldn't fit in anyway, right? So much cuter than dropping it in a bag that it wouldn't fit in, or trying to finagle it into a box or do something else with it. So my last Tinkerbell tidbit is around this gift. If you have odd-shaped gifts that don't fit in gift bags, who doesn't love a good gift bag, right? If they don't fit in the gift bags, you can get creative and make your own wrapping. It doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. This is absolutely not perfect, but look how pretty this is. It's got nice glittery ribbon, it's got a pretty name tag on it, it's got some embellishment, and at the end of the day, the gift recipient is going to look at it and go, oh, that is so cute. They're not going to look at the fact that it leans because the tissue paper is uneven underneath of it, right? If I didn't have the tissue paper, it would at least sit straight. But they're going to look at it and they're going to go, that is so cute. That is so creative. That is so clever. So I hope that these Tinkerbell tidbits have helped give you some ideas and some inspiration for how to make your gifts unique and beautiful and simply elegant without taking a ton of money or a ton of time. Until next time, y'all, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you. I so appreciate every single one of you. Our page is growing so fast because you guys keep hitting that SHARE button down at the bottom and you keep spreading the love, and I so appreciate y'all for that. And until next time, mwah, be blessed, y'all. Bye-bye.